Dancing into Opportunity is a book developed through my training. I am what's called a master trainer. So I do deliver leadership training on emotional intelligence, leadership, how to get better. And so I am a lover of music and dance. And it dawned on me that there is a correlation between dance and effective communication. You have to figure out what the other person is like, and you have to know your dance. So how do we dance together into that opportunity? And as a proud Latina and a proud Puerto Rican in particular, it is very much cultural for us. Music is life. Music is everything that we do. And music and dance in particular are older than words, right? It's how we tell our stories. If we look at bomba or plena, or if you go to the African community and you see the African dances, or you go to a Native American community or indigenous, or Tainos, they have a dance that helps explain, right, what's going on. And so when the book came out, which I launched here unofficially at this conference, the support of our members, because they wanted to make sure that I also succeeded. They know that Migdalia is always there to help them succeed, because I truly believe the biggest gift that you can give someone is to help them get to their best version of themselves, whatever that looks like, because we're all different. Even as Puerto Ricans, right? We all have different ideas and opinions, but it's really important that we have a circle, a network of support. And when you have, and in particular, aviation, there's not a lot of Latinos in aviation. There's not a young Latinas in aviation. And so if they can see someone who looks like them, sounds like them, that understands our little idiosyncrasies, then it may empower someone else to take the leap of faith of going into aviation, because aviation is huge. It is a global bridge. It will take you to places you have never even thought of. But there's all different kinds of positions. There's a leadership position, but there's a supportive position. There's a technical position. There's public affairs. There's communications. There's the graphic designer. There's videos. How do we let people know about what's going on in the airports? So it is just it's super cool, aviation. Even as old as I am, I get a little excited. I remember the first time seeing, but the plane that converts into a helicopter while in flight. And I remember looking at it, Osprey is called. And I'm looking at the plane, and it was like a transformer. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden, I was like, holy smokes, is that cool? And then it makes you think, what are the possibilities? What else can we do? Look at the drones. It wasn't 5 years ago, there wasn't a drone class anywhere in any college. Now, there's grants to help colleges build drone programs. Why? It helps expand. That technology can be used to help someone who has disabilities. It can help someone who can never travel see someplace else. The world is great, but we sort of get caught in our little space. And through aviation and technology, STEM is real, and we need it. We need it to get better and empower others, but also to bridge connection. And so aviation is a pretty cool industry to be in. And for many of us, we're like, oh, I could never be in aviation. My degree had nothing to do with aviation. Not one bit. Not one thing. I never, ever thought I could be a pilot. Now I'm like, am I too old to be a pilot? Couldn't I get my license still? Right? But it's cool. Like if you fly in a helicopter, even though it's a little scary sometimes, you're like, get to see something in a different perspective. And those different perspectives help you be a better individual to deal with different environments that happen.